BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Next on the Bronx Journal, art, theater, music, and dance, a guide to the main entertainment hub in the Bronx. On today's program, we'll give you a tour of all the wonderful shows that are being staged and all the beautiful art exhibits that are being presented here at Lehman College. And instead of our usual reporters roundtable, something new, a producers roundtable to discuss some of the issues we'll be covering on this program during the summer.
You're watching the Bronx Journal, the BronxNet television edition of the multilingual community newspaper, published by the students and faculty of the Journalism, Communication, and Theater Department at Lehman College. In print and on television, the Bronx Journal covers the issues concerning the people of the Bronx. Do you want to know what's going on in the Bronx? Are you interested in Bronx politics, sports, and entertainment? Are you interested in Bronx personalities? Do you want to keep up with the latest business or cultural trends? In the Bronx Journal, we have the answers. Now here's your host, the Bronx Journal's editor-in-chief, Professor Miguel Perez.
With all the events happening here at Lehman College, it's often hard to tell what production companies are putting on what performance and whether or not they're associated with the college or just renting space on campus. And here to tell us about the many different production companies that are presenting plays and other shows on campus and the variety of entertainment they have to offer is the director of Lehman Stages, Dante Albertie. It's a pleasure having you on the program. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
What is Lehman Stages?
Yes, well, many people have asked that, and what Lehman Stages is a professional component of the Division of Arts and Humanities. And basically we have a twofold mission. First part of the mission is to make the facilities that operate under the auspices of the division available to the community at a reasonable price. The second part of the mission is to provide original programming and other programs that benefit the college and the community.
So let's talk about the two parts. Let's talk about the original productions that begin with the department. Tell me about that. How does that work?
Well, the original productions, that's you know, a very, very important part of our mission, and a part of our mission that I hold very dear to myself. When I first started the job, the Dean of Arts and Humanities who hired me said, you know, we need you to obviously make those spaces viable, but we also need programming that sort of raises the profile of the college. So what we did is we created a couple of things. We created the Bronx Repertory Company, which is a professional theater company on the campus. We use Lehman College students, theater majors. We call them emerging professionals. So we use current theater majors and alumni. The other program is the Children's Theater Company at Lehman, and we tour children's shows throughout the public school system and all over the Bronx. So those are two of the programs that we sort of do steadily. The other one is a program called Studio Sessions, where we take we have an amazing pool of talent at Lehman, as I know you're aware. And we take some of these fabulous singers that we have on campus, and instead of putting them in a musical, let's say, we give them a microphone, we present them in a cabaret setting, and we basically tell them it's you and the mic. So whatever talent you have and whatever ability you have, you know, there's nothing blocking you. You know, sing out, Louise. Mm-hmm. So that's another program, and those programs have seem to be very popular.
Mm-hmm. And so when people out in the Bronx, out in New York, all over the city, you know, look at Lehman, how do they tell these shows apart, where they're coming from? It's a little confusing.
Well, it is very confusing, and I think Eva Bornstein, who's coming on later, can talk about what the Performing Arts Center does and their mission. You know, they have a very, very important mission, and they have a long reputation of bringing excellent entertainment to the Bronx. What Lehman Stages is trying to do, and Lehman Stages is a brand new entity. 3 years old, 4 years old.
Okay.
What Lehman Stages is trying to do is trying to create original productions here, taking some of the people that we have on the campus and taking that original work and sending it out. So that's sort of basically the difference. How it tends to work is that Lehman Stages is sort of is considered sort of more of an academic. There's an academic component to Lehman Stages. So the college proper is sort of tied into what we do. The Performing Arts Center, for instance, has the fortune and misfortune of being a standalone nonprofit. So they obviously have to hustle for their money.
They work just like the Lincoln Center does.
Right.
Basically, they have to put on shows on their own.
Right. Lehman Stages is lucky enough to be able to spend their rental income as they see fit. Now, because we're making the spaces available for the community at a reasonable price, there isn't some sort of gigantic profit margin built in. So it's not like we have thousands and thousands of dollars to do this. So eventually what we'd like to do is not use that rental income for original programming. We'd like to go outside and get more funding. But again, we're new.
Well,
so
now that you mention it, where do you get the funding for the shows that you do put on?
Well, right now it's rental income. We get some money from the Bronx Council. We get some income from the tours and things we do. But part of our mission going forward is to really aggressively try to go out and earn income. And a lot of our colleagues obviously are doing the same thing. Have larger operations, so there's only there's a finite pool of money. So we're sort of getting into it late, but that doesn't scare us.